Hi friends, how are you all? So this is the part 6 video for this particular topic, that is preamble. Maybe this is the last topic for this. With this we are going to complete the topic preamble. After this we will go for the case laws. Right. So even though the preamble is a small topic, yet it is important topic. That is the reason why I have to take six parts to explain each and every part of the preamble. Right. So in the next session, we will go for the case laws related to the preamble. The mistake that most of the students do is they concentrate on the topic but they neglect or leave the case laws. So case laws are equally important for every topic, so do not neglect it. Okay, so in the next session I'll provide you the case laws related to the preamble, and after that I'll provide you the MCQs also, so that the complete full-fledged topic will be available at a single place. The explanation and the MCQs for your preparation, your revision, and to assess yourself how far you understood the topic. Right. So first of all, let's complete this session. So this is my introduction. I don't want to waste much of the time. Just I like to say that I am Dr. Sashi Prabha, who is presenting you this particular topic. Moving on. So these are the list of the topics that we have completed under this heading preamble. So we have completed, we have explained what is republic, what is justice, what are the types of justice, democracy. Simply saying each and every word related to preamble has been completed except three words, last three highlighted words. You can just compare by keeping the preamble. Each and every word has been completed in our sessions. Right. So today's session we will see the last three words and then we will close this explanatory part for the preamble. Moving on. So you can just compare with this preamble. I am always showing you the first one and the second, means in the original preamble and the amended preamble. You can compare with any of this. Now moving on. So the word that we are going to discuss, the next word that we are going to discuss is the liberty. So where this liberty is there, let me show you. So here we have completed the sovereign, socialist, secular. See here, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, all these words have been completed by us. Okay, so the next word that we are going to discuss is the liberty, equality and fraternity. These three words are remaining which we are going to complete within this session. Moving on, so let us see what is liberty. What is the idea of liberty in this preamble? Right. See here, the idea of liberty refers to the freedom on the activities of the Indian nationalism. What is idea of liberty here? The idea of liberty refers to the freedom on the activities of the Indian nationalism. So here, this establishes that there are no unreasonable restrictions on the Indian citizens in terms of what they think, the manner they express, and the way they wish to follow their thoughts, their actions. There are no restrictions. There are no unreasonable restrictions in our India. Indian citizens have the freedom to express, freedom to speak, freedom to follow any religion they want. They have the freedom to go for any education they want. Right? But one thing that you have to remember here is the liberty does not mean freedom to do anything that you want. Freedom to express anything that you want which is not there in the constitution. You have to go according to the constitution, being a citizen of this country. So going against the constitution is not legal. So that is the limitation. Do whatever you want. You have every freedom, but according to the constitution. Let me explain you here. We have the freedom to speak. We have the freedom to speech and expression according to the Article 19, right? We have the freedom of religion according to Article 25 to 28. So here, since we have the freedom to speech, but using this freedom, we cannot speak against India. We cannot curse our Indian leaders. We cannot use bad words against any of the Indians. Right? We have to be in our limitations. Okay. We have the freedom to express. No doubt. Yes, we have that freedom. But it doesn't mean that you express your disrespect against your Indian flag or our national leaders, right? So within these limitations, we Indians, other than these limitations, we Indians do not have any restrictions in any other manner, right? So you have to keep the constitution always. You have to follow the constitution always. And one more point that I like to say here is liberty is a word that is mentioned in the preamble, and constitution always expresses what the preamble said. So liberty word is there in the preamble, and the constitution article 19 and article 25 to 28, all these are following the liberty. So that is the reason why we always say preamble is the face of the constitution, Indian constitution. Clear? So this is all about liberty. So what is liberty? Freedom to do anything but within the constitution. That is liberty. So let's move to the next word, that is equality. So what is this equality? What it mean according to our Indian preamble or the Indian constitution? Let us see that. Okay. See the first point here. Just a minute. Yeah. See the first point here. This emphasis that no section of the society enjoys the special privilege. Everyone in India are equal. No one will have a special privilege. The individuals will be provided with adequate opportunities. Everyone will be provided with equal opportunity. Everyone will be treated equally. No one will be treated specially. Means every individual in this country, on this land, are treated without any discrimination. All are equal in front of law. Right? So here you may have a doubt that we are saying everyone is equal, we are following equality, then why this discrimination, why this reservation we are following in India? So let me explain you here. The reservation is mainly to uplift the weaker sections who are suppressed for many years. Right. So in order to make all the people equal, this reservation system was used by the constitution framers. Okay. So this is to maintain the equality. And here, as the preamble is saying equality, and the constitution is also following this equality, under article 14 to 18, the right to equality, wherever you see, the preamble will always be expressed in the constitution also. Clear? So what is equality? Everyone are equal in the eyes of the law. Okay, everyone are treated equally. There is no special privileges. Clear? No discrimination will be there. That is equality. So let's move to the last word for this preamble. So what is this last word? Fraternity. So what is this fraternity? Fraternity means it refers to the feeling of brotherhood and sense of belonging to this country. See the first point here. Feeling of brotherhood and sense of belonging to the country. That is, we Indians, we all Indians are brothers and sisters. You might have remembered that during our schooling we have said this pledge. Okay. So why we used to go for this pledge? Why we have to follow the fraternity? because it emphasizes the psychological feeling of the brotherhood, the sense of belonging to this country. That is called fraternity. See the second point here, the concept of single citizenship. The concept of this single citizenship also develops the sense of fraternity. We have to remember that the duty of all the citizens is to uphold the respect of the country, unity of the country, integrity of the country. Okay, we always have to do such activities so that we can uplift the respect of the country. You cannot disrespect your country by your activities. What else we can do for this country, being the citizens of this country? It is, after all, it is our duty to uplift the respect of our country. Just listen guys, when if you take the army people or the defense people, they are doing their duties to protect this country. But being a citizen of this country, we can't go to the border and we can't protect the country, but at least within this country, being within this country, you should not disrespect this country. You should not do any such activity which makes this country down. You have to uphold the respect of the country. This is our minimum duty, the fundamental duty, let me say. And the same fundamental duty has been expressed in the Constitution in the Article 51A. So when you see this Article 51A, it expresses the fundamental duties that the citizens has to do. Right? So what is fraternity? Fraternity means it is a feeling of brotherlyhood, integrity, sense of belonging to this country. Right? So this is fraternity. Now let me tell you one more point here. Where from we got these words, liberty, equality, fraternity? All these words were mentioned in the French Revolution. So tomorrow you can get a question like, where from you got these words? What is the source of fraternity? Fraternity is from French Revolution. So you can see most of the words in the preamble have been taken from the French Revolution and the Russian Revolution only. Okay, right. Moving on. So this is the preamble. You can just compare this, and I just like to remind you that the preamble was amended only once to till date. Only once the preamble was amended, that was the 42nd amendment. Right. And during this 42nd amendment, what are the words that have been incorporated? Means they have incorporated 3 words, that is socialist, secular and integrity. So please remember this. Tomorrow you can get a question related to this. And from this preamble, mostly what the questions that till now they have asked is, when does the preamble was amended? The preamble was amended in 1976. During which amendment the preamble was amended? 42nd amendment. How many words were added? 3 words. What are the words? Sovereign, socialist and secular integrity. Socialist, secular and integrity. Clear? And sometimes they will ask you the order of the words. Like you have to remember the order of the words. Sovereign, socialist, secular, all S's will come first, and then the democratic republic. They will ask this order of the words. Not only that, when you see at the end of the preamble, you can clearly observe that the date is also mentioned here. Okay, 26th day of November 1949. Sometimes they will ask this date also. So when it was enforced or adopted, the preamble was adopted on 26th day of November 1949. You have to remember this date also. They'll ask this question like, what is the date that is mentioned in the preamble? What is the importance of this date? Means they adopted the preamble on this particular date. And I saw one of the mains question paper where they have mentioned, they have asked you to write the preamble. So please, if possible, try to remember this preamble if you are going for the mains. There's no such chances for the prelims. But if you're going for the mains, please remember the whole preamble. If possible, I don't think it is very difficult, right? So this is all about the preamble. And in the next session, and immediately I'll provide you one more session where you will see the case laws. Okay, case laws related to the preamble. With that, we will complete the topic preamble. And then we will go for the MCQs related to this preamble, and then we will close this topic completely. Right, guys? That's all for today's session. Thank you, guys. Please subscribe the channel and click the bell icon so that you can get all the notifications whenever I post a new video. Right. So all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.